So here we go. We have a chance that just maybe, DC has figured out a couple ways to pull out of the funk that they're in. So in this video today, we're going to talk about that. Scooby-Doo visits Batman, year one, and a new team-up title, and how that might be the way to get DC back on the right track. Alright guys, so here we have this article here that I've found here from Newsarama, and it says Scooby-Doo visits Batman, year one, in a new team-up title. Now, this is interesting. I like this. The Bat Cave's haunted. Who is Batman gonna call? I mean, now, let's be honest. Batman's had a lot of team-ups with Scooby-Doo. I'm going to give you my thoughts on this and what this might mean for DC. It says Batman and Scooby-Doo have a long history of team-ups. Yeah, absolutely. And they'll be reviving the partnership in a new, here's the kicker, digital-first DC series titled Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries. Now, it doesn't mean it's just going to be digital. And that's the thing. If it was just digital, I would say DC's making a mistake. But I can see what they're doing here. Remember, they're in a retrenchment process. They're trying to do everything to keep costs down and bring up the profits, so that way they can continue on. So this is a good move, because digital release costs a lot less. You don't have near the cost of production of producing all those books. So if this sells really good, they're going to get the money digitally then, and then they'll have the money to then put it out in print. I think it'd make a great whole series to launch there. It says the 24-chapter in continuity series will be written by Ivan Cohen and Sally Fish. Now, I don't know if that's going to be good or not, with the art by Dario Bruin, which once again I can't say. If the art looks like the picture here, I'm all for it. And it also got this person, Randy Elliott, doing the art too. Once again, I don't know anything about these people. It says this is the cover of the first issue of Scooby-Doo Mysteries, plays homage to Batman 407, which I think is, once again, a nice thing to do. The final chapter of the seminal Batman Year One arc. You're going to use something that was really popular, connected to it, so the long-time readers are going to be interested, and maybe you'll get some new-time readers with the Scooby-Doo, or people coming back that only read the Scooby-Doo Batman because the tie-in, because they're Scooby-Doo fans. And although Batman and Scooby-Doo are the only ones mentioned in the title, ready for this? The whole gang's here, of course. The mystery gang. We mean Shaggy, Velma, Daphne, and Fred will appear. No word about Scrappy-Doo. Let's hope not Scrappy-Doo. Hey, my little girl will be loving to see Daphne and the rest of the gang. And my little girl loves Scooby-Doo, and she likes superheroes. So things like this is going to be amazing for her favorite character, by the way, of Scooby-Doo is Daphne. And it says, in quotes, in the kickoff story by Ivan Cohen, Dario Renzula, once again, no offense made, an adventure when Batman discovers his original purple gloves have gone missing. Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby-Doo travel back in time to Batman's Year One era to solve the case. With this time-traveling heist have a happy ending? Read DC's description of Chapter 1. And I think this is good because, once again, we're taking a popular moment in Batman time, and we're taking, right now, still a relevantly popular character set with Scooby-Doo, putting them together to try to pull as much attention to DC's book as they can. The mention of Batman's original purple gloves refers to the oft-forgotten purple gloves the Dark Knight originally wore in his early 30s and 40s appearances. They have been having somewhat of a comeback, with the 1939 version of Batman and those purple gloves appearing recently in Detective Comics 1027, once again linking to the major storyline continuity, which served as a lead-in to the Generations Shattered and Forged specials. In the second chapter of Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries, and by the way, this I think will work good, because then they can release these as trades, with each contained story arc with all those in the series. Once again, another way, this is probably something that they could sell with Scholastic, most likely. So I can see a lot of potential here for them with this. Anyway, and the next one is about the mystery of a haunted Batcave. So even if the ghost turns out to be fake, that still doesn't solve the real mystery. How did someone get into the Batcave to stage the phony Phantom? I think that's a nice little story twist there. And does the Batman's enemies have cracked the secret of his true identity? That's going to be very interesting. So the long history of Batman Scooby-Doo team-ups begins in a 1972 episode of the cartoon, The New Scooby-Doo Movies. I remember that. It was fantastic. They subsequently reunited in episodes of the cartoon Scooby-Doo, and guess who? Batman, Brave and the Bold, and various issues of the Scooby-Doo team-up comic, which ran for 50 issues from 2013 to 2019. If you haven't checked it out, I think you should. They're fun. I love to watch the cartoons with my little girl. She loves Scooby-Doo, and once again, she loves superheroes, so it's just a wonderful tie-in. So she absolutely finds those fantastic. We have yet to sit and read the comic books together. I'm looking forward to doing that because I'm waiting for her reading skills to get just a little better. Yeah, because then she's going to be reading them to me. Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries Chapter 1 of 24 goes on sale digitally on March 27th and printed 2 chapter chunks going on sale April 13th. Once again, as I said, this is a great way to feel it. That way they can cancel the printing if it doesn't do good and save money. But if it does do good, then it allows them to gauge how much they should print potentially, and I think it'll also gauge if they're going to try to get in like Scholastic and things like that. I think this is a good move for DC. I think this is a right way. DC needs to get new readers and maintain the old ones, and I think things like Future State isn't really going to help much, but that's my opinion. Sure, it's going to sell pretty good initially because of, people are collectors and things like that, but I think it's not going to really help the brand. That's my opinion, not yours though. I'd like to know your opinion. Do you think this is a good move for DC? Do you think this is going to help the brand, or do you think this is just one little small step in a failing company that's not going to make it? All right, well, I look forward to hearing from you. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and by the way, keep it frugal.